Hello, I'm Nava. Welcome to my channel. Today marks the end of an era. This is the final 3 blind mice challenge. To end things with a bang, they've given us a single criterion. Choose any of the castings that they've hosted challenges for and do whatever we want with them. I chose the Matchbox 1962 VW Beetle and, being me, I went the post-apocalyptic route with it. I'm going with a mostly black paint scheme, leaving some green details for visual appeal. I also cut out the ragtop roof because post-apocalyptic soldiers would take it off for improved gun access even if it did last that long. My idea is, since this is a last TBM challenge, I'm doing a last stand build. I'm trying to mimic the feel of the bullet farmer's last stand in Mad Max Fury Road, when he's been blinded and he's charging forward, firing a machine gun with each hand and yelling, "I am the scales of justice, conductor of the choir of death!" To mimic the weaponized momentum of the scene, I'm arming it to the teeth with symmetrical weapon placement. I recently purchased some Warhammer 40k stuff for parts with this build in mind, so I used Necron guns for the statement piece forward-facing weapons to emphasize the feeling that this is an entity who's using themselves as a weapon to go out with a bang and take as much of the enemy force with them as possible. I also got some Citadel paints, including lead belcher for dry brushing, and I get the hype. This stuff goes on like it was made to be there. I glued a gun over each fender and went with my signature paperclip and masking tape machine guns for the roof. For the rear-facing fender guns, I made some mini flamethrowers. They're just 20-gauge wire stuck in straws from aerosol cans, with bent paperclip pieces glued on the ends and fireballs built from superglue on the ends of those. I also added some wings and off-road tires in the back to add to the vehicle's sense of motion. Side note while I finish painting. You may have noticed that this is not my paint-covered desk at home. That's because I am now in college. I'm working at my desk in my dorm, I've finally bought myself a cutting mat, and you're not seeing some of the tools that I usually use because they're not mine. I've been borrowing my father's drill, files, and X-Acto knife this whole time. I don't have my own files yet, but I've bought myself an X-Acto knife and I'm making do with my pin vise until the makerspace opens up next week. So here's a look back at what I started with. An unassuming ragtop beetle in a rather nice mint green color. And here it is now, my contribution to sending the 3 blind mice out with a bang in a blaze of glory. I created my YouTube channel for the Mice's Fantastic Challenge last July and have thoroughly enjoyed participating ever since. The mice always gave us interesting challenges, answered my stupid newbie questions, and even put together an epic cheese war video in which they and Diecast Sheriff had us all fighting an army of ants with our police builds. Each challenge has taught me something new, whether it's been about my skills, about myself as a builder, what a talented community I have the privilege to be part of here on YouTube, or how to make better videos. With a fond farewell and thank you to the 3 blind mice, but not a departure of my own, this is Nava Auto saying goodbye.